the Professional Standards Committee here at North San Diego, which I really enjoy, but I just found out about it. So she said, by the way, if you're willing, and I said, okay. So what happens is the Professional Standards Committee and the various panels have complaints, they have hearings, they hear about the violations of ethical conduct, and sometimes out of those, we identify that there's an opportunity for change. Same thing in the Risk Management Committee. If we feel that there's an opportunity for change, then we can go to the Professional Standards Committee, in our case at CAR, California Association of Realtors, and CAR will make a recommendation to the National Association of Realtors for modification. So it is really a grassroots, organic effort to be able to identify issues that are going on around the country and make changes to the benefit of the entire organization. So the amendments are made during the Realtors Legislative Meetings at Trade Expo. Revisions require approval by the NAR Professional Standards Committee and then the Board of Directors. And then the Interpretations and Procedures Subcommittee may also make recommendations for changes. Any changes to the articles of the code must also be approved by the NAR delegate body. What is the delegate body? They are the representatives of the local associations and state associations. So again, it's an effort to make sure that any change, because it does have a fundamental effect on both membership as well as the conduct of the industry, is being done in accordance with the majority of the associations across the country. So the code and the law. The code of ethics must be reasonably construed with the law. It imposes duties above and in addition to the duties imposed by law or regulation. It restates certain fundamental legal principles. So it brings up a question when there's a complaint, a lawsuit that's filed. Will you see sometimes in the allegations in the complaint a violation of the code of ethics? Generally, no. Unless the attorney for the plaintiff knows that the responding firm and that agent are realtors and are therefore bound by the code of ethics. You'll sometimes see the code of ethics composed in that complaint. But we as realtors hold ourselves up to a higher standard than do other real estate practitioners. So on its own, the code of ethics cannot be alleged. The law is a violation or allegation of a violation of the law. But again, with a realtor, they can include that within the complaint. Again, we talked about the pathways to professionalism is respect for the public, respect for property, and respect for peers, other brokers involved. Pathways to professionalism, enforcement of the code of ethics. Now the section that we're about to go in is really what I call the demystifying of the code of ethics component. This is about understanding what the process is. One of the responsibilities that I have as a presiding officer, because the hearing panels are composed of 3 people, presiding officer and 2 hearing panel members, is to demystify this process. That's one of the reasons why I'm glad this class is going on, because I want you, before you go in, to know what this process looks like. And hopefully, if you find somebody that you view as in violation, that you're going to make the complaint. If, on the other alternative, that you find yourself at the effect of a complaint, you're going to understand how to navigate through that process. Every association is responsible for enforcing the code. This includes providing mediation and conducting ethics and arbitration hearings. Only realtors and realtor associates are subjected to the code. And you're going to hear how all of the associations, including North San Diego, has enlarged both its ombudsman program as well as its mediation effort, which has substantially reduced the number of both arbitration and ethics complaints that are finding their way to a hearing panel. So it's to the benefit of everyone. An association where someone holds membership or gains MLS access has jurisdiction to process ethics complaints and arbitration requests filed against the individual. Associations do not determine violations of law and regulation. So the distinction here is that we can make a monetary award in an arbitration setting. We can find a violation of the code of ethics, but we cannot assess civil penalties against an individual that would be found in a court of law. Everybody with me on that? Yes. So that's the distinction. Arbitration is money regarding a dispute for commission. Ethics is a violation of the code of ethics. Civil complaints are handled with